All right. Welcome back to my channel. Today
No,
I'm sitting down with a good friend of mine, Anne Marie Carter-McAuslan. Did I get it right?
McAuslan. Well,
McCausland.
McAuslan. Yeah,
McCausland.
yeah.
There we go. One of these days I'll get it right.
That's okay. That's okay.
So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a great swim this morning. We did some speed work and felt pretty good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, so I'm doing well. It's well into training again.
Okay. And so you have how long have you been swimming?
I've been swimming since I was a little girl. My grandfather used to tell me I was a fish. But actual racing, I did a little bit in high school, and I did there's something about join and ignore at the top here. Should I just? Oh, that's just because it's telling me to do that. Anyway, I did. I went into masters probably when I in the early 2000s. I was doing masters. Um,
Okay.
as a sort of because I like swimming in the pool. It's only a kilometer away from where I live,
Right.
so it worked really well, and it augmented some of my running. And then I picked up bicycling when my well, I was always doing touring with my husband, but then I actually started racing, um, probably about 2002 or 2003. Um, Time trials and that sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Probably I'm going to
And
tell you a whole bunch of different stuff today that you
that's
didn't
okay.
know from yesterday or before. Um,
That's okay.
so
Um,
yeah, I've been swimming for a long time, and used to try to get it involved in a lot of coaching stuff that people coaching workshops with Techno Sport and a few other clubs. Did some racing, but I'm really not jump in the pool, race, get out, jump in the pool, race, get out. I like long distance stuff and not short sprint stuff. I'm not a fast twitch person. I'm a very slow twitch person.
okay. Yeah, I noticed that you've done a lot of long distance swimming events lately.
Yeah, yeah. I do there's a race called Bring on the Bay. It's a 3K swim in Ottawa, and I do that almost every year. It's from Nepean Yacht Club to Britannia Yacht Club in Ottawa, and it's right in the river.
And
Sort of
what's the
almost the
distance?
same route as you do for Ironman Canada, except that that's a circle where there is a point to point.
Oh, okay. And what's the distance you're swimming?
Three, 3K.
Three, 3K. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a nice race because you go from yacht to yacht to yacht to yacht every 100 meters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So what got you into triathlon? Um,
Um, I always liked the three sport idea. I was never the best runner in the world, although I was looking at some of my times about 10 years ago, and they weren't too bad. But I had a few injuries, um, uh, plantar fasciitis, and a knee issue. So I sort of slowed down for a while, and that it caught up with me. I'm not quite the runner that I used to be, but I love the idea of swimming, transitioning to the bike and transitioning to the swim and putting it all together. It's
right.
kind of fun. And I love doing swim bike. That's another one of my favorite, just doing the
Okay.
swim and the bike.
Yeah. I can understand the plantar fasciitis. I had that for 2 years in both feet. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
that was
It's gross.
horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took a year off from
hmm
doing anything just because of that.
hmm Yeah, I did the same thing.
And I tried everything. I tried you name it. I tried everything. I tried the shock thing they had. I tried cupping. You name it. I stretched all the time. Didn't do anything. The final thing that helped me was I bought one of those boots that you put
Mm,
on your foot and you pull the straps and it pulls
mm,
your toes up towards you.
mhm.
And I would lay in bed at night watching TV with that on for a couple hours at a time. That's all I could stand was like 2 hours at a time on one foot. Then I'd switch. And that finally, after, I don't know, 2 or 3 months of doing that, it finally got rid of it.
Yeah.
But now I
I
have
feel,
to be really careful.
yeah. Oh, for sure. I can relate. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the word.
so triathlon is a passion of mine, and swimming's a passion, biking's a passion, running not so much so, but I have done a lot of races running.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many triathlon races have you done roughly?
I I don't know how full many small triathlon races, but I've done about 17 half and one full
Wow.
triathlon races. I do a lot of swim bike. I did a couple did worlds a couple of times. I've qualified for worlds many times, but I've only managed to get to two of them. Um, and the rest of them, a lot of the half Ironmans. I really like them. Down, I've done Muscle Man. I've done in the States. Um,
You've done Muscle Man.
yeah, I did Muscle Man with the Trimusculpian group. We all went down one year. I think it
Okay.
was 2000. It might have been 2003 or two.
I
Um,
think it was two because I went the year after Jess said she did it.
yeah. Okay. So it was must have been two. It was a pretty traumatic. It was a good race. I came in fourth in my age group, but I
Wow.
didn't. There was no roll down to me for Worlds, which would have been lovely to go to Finland, but I didn't go.
No
Um,
kidding.
uh, I and we had a major car accident after that. We crashed a car, and so that 4 days later, I did the 3K swim in Bring on the Bay with probably bruised sternum and um, very sore ribs from the car crash.
Ouch.
So every time I do the Bring on the Bay and I don't have that pain, it's a pleasure.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
That must have been horrible trying to swim with bruised ribs.
Yeah. No, it was silly of me, but my kids were going in it. My both kids were swimming in it, so I really wanted to do it with them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And you've done one full Ironman.
Yes. I
Which one?
I did the full Ironman in Ottawa. I did say I'd never do it. Never, never, never. But it was in Ottawa and I just felt I needed to have that in my pocket. And the training was amazing. That was the best part, was just, trying to learn to cope with the long distance stuff. Because in 120 or even a 90K is not nothing like an 180 and then everything else on top of it. Um,
And on top
my
of that, you did it at 70 years old.
Yes, yes,
That's
yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And I intend on doing it when I turn 72 next year. Next year I would do it again. This is my 71st year. I'll do it when I'm 72.
Okay.
I
Maybe I
didn't.
should maybe I should
Pardon?
get my rear end in gear and do it with you.
Yeah, it's an amazing course, and I think it'll be better every year, especially because they're doing lots of work on the roads. So some of the issues with the roads will be better. But it is a lovely course, lots of
Okay.
variety. Yeah, and it's not too hilly. It does have a little bit of undulations, but it's not bad at all. And the run
Uh,
is flat as a pancake, except from down in behind the Parliament building.
Nothing like Muskoka.
Yeah, nothing like Muskoka, which I'm doing in 5 weeks.
Um, I read some comments about the roads. I would check with Jess on the roads because there's something going on with bridge construction. They were talking about it last night on the board meeting,
Oh,
and
really?
I couldn't catch which bridge it was, being because it's a board meeting and everybody's talking and I'm on Zoom. It was hard to hear, but I would just ask Jess about it.
Yeah.
Something
The
about bridge.
Brunel Bridge is the first one that we hit. That was
I
the
think it
that's
might be
the
that. Yeah,
and that one had some issues. They were doing some work on it. So hopefully, that's the only way you can get down Brunel. Let's do that bridge
yeah,
because you're going over the river that goes between the two lakes.
right. They were
Yeah.
talking last night about being down to one lane and
Ooh,
having concrete barriers. So they're going to have bike traffic both ways in one lane, and apparently it's very narrow.
that that's scary.
Yeah, I would ask Jess about it just so you have a heads up.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I will be going down 2 weeks ahead of that race, almost 2 weeks ahead of that race. We're camping at
Okay.
Arrowhead. So my intention is to do a couple of long bikes on Brunel. So that's the
Right.
hardest part of that race. So I want to do it a couple of times just to get used to it and get into there's not a lot of hills in this area unless you go
Okay.
up to the Gatineaus.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a race once north of you. Um, I think there's a ski area
Um,
north of Ottawa. Starts with a
Fortune Mountain,
what was that?
Fortune.
No, I can't remember. It was years ago. I did a mountain bike race there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably was that Fortune.
I
Yeah,
can't remember.
yeah,
It's been over 10 years.
yeah, yeah. Our memory.
So what other
Yeah.
races do you have planned for this year?
Um, I'm doing Barrelman. It'll be my 10th time doing Barrelman. I
Oh
do it as a,
wow.
I do it as a swim bike. I had been doing it as um, a full half, and I think I did it maybe when you came down and did it. No, the year after. I don't know. It was one year that I did it when Jess was there, and I just found it really, really hard. Um, I, you know, I'm happier doing the swim bike on that race. Um,
Okay.
and it is so beautiful, and I just love the speed of it.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
and, and the fact that
Even
you've got a paved shoulder or very, very quiet roads for most of it.
yeah, and the fact that you when you swim in the rowing canal, you got the markers under the water, so
Yeah,
you don't even have to sight. You just watch that line under the water and away you go.
yeah, no, for sure. That's pretty amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is pretty amazing. So yeah, 10 times, and most of the time I've qualified for Worlds is when I've been at Barrelman, although I have qualified for Worlds when I went to S3 one year and did the swim bike. So I actually twice
Okay.
I qualified at S3.
Even just qualifying for worlds 10 times is an accomplishment. I don't
Well,
think
I
I've
didn't,
qualified once.
I don't know, I didn't qualify for World 10 times. I did Barrelman 10 times. I
Oh,
qualified for Worlds maybe about 6 times, 5 or 6 times,
okay.
and I've
Okay.
gone to two.
But even so, qualifying 6 times is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
don't think I've qualified once.
I think when you get up to my age, you tend to be able to do these things, much to my surprise. Um, but it's pretty exciting. And I went to Worlds with my daughter for 5 weeks in Australia, and that was an incredible holiday for both of us. It
No
probably got
kidding.
us closest closest than we've ever been.
Nice.
And so it was kind of fun. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you find the hardest part of training?
Um, and I can't remember what I told you yesterday, but the hardest part of training is just the relentlessness of it. It keeps on going and going and going. I really appreciate the down days where I get to relax and do my own thing. Like today, doing the swimming, which I normally wouldn't have done. Today's my rest day. And I went for a long walk with my girlfriend and I did some housework, which is
Oh,
amazing.
um, I
Something
think
that,
I think you
pardon?
said something about keeping up your nutrition while you're training, while you're
Yes,
on the
yes.
bike.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a big one. My coach has put it on my Garmin, eat now, drink now. Every 15 minutes that comes up. So it reminds me. And if she's
Right.
riding with me and she doesn't see me take my water, the next time she comes near me, she say, "You didn't drink."
I got to get that set on my Garmin.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
I'm bad for that too.
yeah, no, it works out really well. If it's on the way it works is if you're on your training peaks workout that she sets for me, it won't come up. But if I'm just doing out for a long bike ride, it will come up.
Oh, okay. I'll have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
So how has triathlon changed your life?
Um, as I said to you before, when I was working, I had a very hard, demanding job as a midwife. I must have probably delivered between 2,000 and 3,000 babies altogether, or been
Wow.
involved with. So and the hours were ridiculous, and the amount of time that I had to myself was very minimal. So part of the reason I got into triathlons was to make sure that I stayed healthy because I started to feel, even at the age of 48, I was starting to lose it. Um, my mom died at 67, and I didn't want that to happen to me. Um,
No kidding.
and if I did die early, well, I wanted to die happy and healthy.
I don't
So
blame you.
I started doing triathlons after my mom died. I took some of the money from what she gave me. Well, you know how you get money after your parents die. It wasn't much, but I bought it my first true triathlon slash road bike at that
Oh,
point in
okay.
time. And then I started to do triathlons pretty consistently, although they were just, well, I shouldn't say just, but sprints, and then I moved to Olympic, and then to half Ironmans, and then obviously one Ironman under my belt. Um, and it's been a really lovely way of spending my retirement, because we've done
What year
lots of
did you
traveling.
what year did you start doing triathlon?
Probably about 2004, 4 or 5.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then we were still, my husband and I were, on holidays, we'd be traveling. We go down, um, we go all over Europe, or we go down to Cuba, or we go down to North Carolina triathlon camps, and it really made my life fuller. Um,
Nice.
when you're a midwife, you don't have a lot of time for friends.
No.
Um, and you can't certainly become friends with all your clients because you wouldn't have, it's just crazy. Um,
Yeah.
all you'd be doing is midwifery. Um,
Right.
so triathlons made me appreciate having really good friends who have goals like you have.
Right. Right. Yeah. I find that if you book a race that gives you something to look forward to,
Mm-hmm.
training has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
purpose is the race, but it also the other point is the training has the purpose of keeping you healthy as well. It's like
That's
a
right.
double-sided coin.
Yeah, for sure. Mentally and physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't understand how physical activity changes your outlook on, like, your mental health outlook on things.
Oh, it sure does. I know. I was had surgery at the the end of January, and I wasn't able to do much for about 6 weeks. And boy, oh boy, it was hard. It was really hard. Um, I had a very persistent husband who kept on saying, "Rest, rest, rest." Yeah. And it worked. Like here I am 4 months later, and I'm back to almost training at the same level. So that's good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
Hmm.
if you were anything like me, when I had my major surgery, um, the 3 days after my surgery, they had me walking up these little stair things in the hospital, walking around the ward to make sure that I could walk. And I was talking to the physiotherapy guys that was doing the stairs. He was asking me about marathons and stuff like that. And he was supposed to be watching me go up these stairs. And he looks at me and he goes, "How many times have you done that?" And I said, "Oh, about 20." He's like, "Ah," he says, "That's enough. You can go back to your room
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I did work on it. I did get up and down the stairs once I could here at home,
now."
but yeah.
Yeah, they made sure I could do it on those stairs at the hospital. They're like in a physiotherapy room. They got a set of
Yeah.
stairs. They made sure that I could do that before they sent me home so that I wasn't struggling at home.
Hmm. Hmm. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, I watched you on Facebook, and it was pretty amazing how quickly you recovered and started working out again.
Yeah. We use those compression things for your legs. My current coach has them, and I use them twice a day for starting with about 20 minutes and then all the way up to an hour. And I think that helped um, my recovery a little bit.
Oh, really? You mean
Yeah.
those big black boot
Mhm.
leg things you put on and
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I really found them really helpful because I couldn't do the workout and I couldn't do squats. I couldn't do anything like that. But these
Right.
things would be on and they would be alternating pressure and it would feel so good.
Oh, okay.
They actually use something like that in the hospital when you have surgery now.
Yes, I remember they put something on me on my
Mm.
calves that
Hmm.
pulsed and squeezed.
Yeah, yeah. So when I felt that in the hospital, I went, geez, I could use that at home. And my girlfriend, my coach now, had a pair and she said, "Oh, I'll lend you mine for as long as you need them." So that was great.
Nice.
Yeah. I wrote the company to see if I could get a secondhand pair, but they haven't written me back about it.
Oh,
They're
maybe
kind of on
maybe
the
maybe
expensive like.
maybe Google on Facebook Marketplace and see if somebody's selling a pair. Maybe
Yeah, I
somebody's
did.
desperate for some cash.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, I did find somebody from Quebec who had a pair, but they were sold out from underneath me. Like, I didn't get them in
Oh,
time. Yeah,
yeah. Everybody's probably looking for them.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
So you have a coach that helps you with your training.
Yeah, I had Jessica um Adam for a while, quite a while. We started during COVID, and then just since my surgery, Jess and I parted ways, amicably, mainly because she's so far away from me. I'm in the Ottawa area. She's in Huntsville. I can't get down there often enough, and I just decided that I needed somebody close that knows what I'm going through mental health wise, physical health, and can adjust. And she also, the my coach now has not hit classes, but weight classes. So I go to those as
Okay.
well. So
Right.
it's kind of a
Strength
bit
training.
nice. And yeah, and she comes out on long bike rides with me. She was out this past Sunday with me, and she's going out next Sunday as well.
Oh, nice.
So it's
Yeah.
been nice. And there probably is going to be two or three of us out that day.
That's great. She can see exactly what you're doing
Exactly, for sure.
and how you're
For sure.
reacting to the training.
It's going slower than I want it to be. But when I look at what I was doing last year, there's not much difference for this time of year. I wasn't training. I was training for Ironman, which is in August, and this is in July. So my training is probably on the same trajectory, but I'm
Okay.
feeling, as any athlete does, with a goal in mind, you're always, is this enough? Is this enough? And you just have to trust that it is.
Yeah. You have to trust your coach.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah,
Well, that's
for
great that you
sure.
have a good coach that's close by.
Yeah, 1 kilometer.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, how many hours a week do you train?
Um, Probably 2 hours a day, except for one day where I might just swim. And when I have my long bikes right now and my long runs, they're about 3 hours each,
Wow.
upwards of 3 hours. So that's what I'm doing. Um, I had somebody who was tracking the number of steps I did and how much work I did in the month of May, and she tracked me using some kind of algorithm, and she said I did almost 750,000 steps in the month of May. It's
Wow.
kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. She thought I would get a million, but I didn't get there. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's you're almost doing as much as a pro athlete.
Yeah. No, that's what she was saying for sure. And the one thing she said was kind of interesting. She said most pro athletes underestimate how much they're doing.
Right.
That probably is the case for me too. But even though I am not a pro athlete by any means, nobody's nobody's ever paid me to do this. Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you on that.
yeah.
So, what are your plans for the future as far as races and training?
Um, as I said, I'm going to do Barrelman this year. My plan is next year to do Ironman Canada again. I
Okay.
am volunteering this year and helping out in the swim to bike tents. And
Okay.
I'm the captain of that area. And but in the future, next year, I want to do the Ironman Canada again. So that means I've got to train starting in, pretty close to September or a little bit later for Ironman Canada. And I want to do qualify for Worlds because it's in Canada as well. With multisport, it's in Edmonton,
Oh,
and
really?
that will be a swim bike. So even though it's only 4 weeks after Ironman Canada, it's only a swim bike. So
Right.
I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Oh, I think you can.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a long distance. So the swim is 3 kilometers, and the bike is 120. So and then you're
Okay.
done. And then you're done. So not so bad.
That's that's the world's is three
Yeah.
three.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
2027 in Edmonton.
Okay. I've heard about, have you ever been to Edmonton?
Oh, I went there um, when I was on the way to Yellowknife. I was going up there to work as a nurse a long, long, long time ago, but I haven't
Oh,
been to the actual site where they race.
okay. I've heard that it's the swim is not very, I don't know.
pleasant.
Pleasant, yeah.
Yeah. No, and I've heard that as well. And so I'm hoping that it won't be as bad as they say it is. And maybe with all the stuff about keeping water clean and that, maybe they'll done some work on it. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see. I met quite a few people in Australia, some um, Japanese athletes and some Australian athletes, and they all said they're going to come to Edmonton. So I'm hoping to meet up with them.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of that kind of cool to meet up with people you've met in different places.
Well, if I get a chance, I'm supposed to be going to Alberta in August if everything goes as planned for
Hmm.
work. So I'll
Right.
probably be there for 2 or 3 months. And
Hmm.
I'm going to be halfway between Calgary and Edmonton. So
Hmm.
maybe if I get the chance, I'll go check out the swim
Yeah,
area
check it out and let me know for sure.
for
For
sure.
sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to reduce the amount we travel um, to a certain extent. I love traveling. We do lots of cycle touring and that sort of thing. But I don't want to go to the States right now as it is right now.
I don't
So
blame you.
I'm avoiding that like a plague.
Yeah.
Um, and I find my husband finds the long distance trips to Europe, the overnight flights really hard. But I'm
Yeah.
hoping to get back there. But in the meantime, I went to Newfoundland to do the um, sea to sea, Cape Cabot to Cape, uh, what was it? Cape Spear to Cabot Cove. It's a race, a 20K run. So I've done that twice.
Okay.
So this fall I went back and did that.
Oh, I think I remember you posting that on Facebook.
Yeah, and my time was really slow, but it's amazing to be there because my mother's family all came from Newfoundland. So I
Oh,
have a
really?
certain affinity for it. And my daughter did her post-grad work there.
Oh,
So I
nice.
spent a lot of time there, and I had a friend who hadn't been too much to Newfoundland, so we did lots of touring together. I got to
Nice.
show her off my home province or one of my home provinces.
Yes. And you know what? It's not about speed. It's about doing it and finishing, right?
Oh, for
'Cause
sure, for
the
sure.
average person will never even think about doing something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people say to me, "Oh, I could never do an Ironman." You know what?
Hmm.
Yes, you can. It
Yeah,
just takes dedication and training
yeah.
and
Hmm.
willpower.
Yeah, and I would have been in that same boat before doing Ottawa. I would have said, no way, I'll never do that. I'll just do halves. And I think once I did um, the long distance stuff with Worlds, I realized that I've got more in me than I thought I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you said you did a lot of bike touring when you were younger. Did you do any sports as a kid?
I well, I swam, and then I there was a ski hill in North Bay called Chibo Hill. It was a good.
Okay.
I can't even remember the name of the club. North Bay Ski Club, I think. And I used to ski there every day, as a especially during March breaks and holidays. So all my friends would think I was at Florida for March break, but I was at the ski hill, and I tan really easy, so I would look like I was, taking off to Florida. But I did downhill slalom racing.
Okay.
And I did that for 2 years in a row. And then when I went off to university to Thunder Bay, I did ski patrolling up in Thunder Bay at the hills there.
Okay. There's ski hills in Thunder Bay.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Amazing ski hills. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Big Thunder is one. And we used to go to a place called Candy Mountain and watch. There was the world class jumping there. So we used to patrol it while they were doing the jumping.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But
So,
that was, I didn't do it for very long when I was at university. I realized I needed a career. I didn't need to just do ski patrol.
well, you picked the right career, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. For sure.
So, if swimming as a kid, so then you probably swimming and triathlon came naturally.
Oh, yeah, for
You just
sure.
had to transition from pool to open water.
Yeah. But I always did open water. In North Bay, we were, there was a place called Dead Man's Cove. It's not called that anymore. It's called just the Cove. And I used to spend most of my summers there,
Oh, really?
swimming open water, jumping off the cliffs, being really wild. And then when my kids were younger, my dad and my stepmom had a cottage outside of Apsley and on Jack's Lake. And my kids and I, as they got older, we used to have races swimming across the bay, and with my husband or my dad in the boat rowing with us or paddling to make sure we were okay. And I can always remember the day my daughter bait me getting across the lake. She was so excited.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, yeah, for
That would have
sure.
been great.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And she still swims, and my son still swims.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And my son's runs. He
Oh,
runs
okay.
and cross country skis, and we do other sports besides triathlon for
It didn't
sure.
rub off on them.
Oh, they it did triathlon done. Angela's done at least one triathlon when she was younger, and
Okay.
Peter's done a bit of cycling. He mostly running, and he loves swimming. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Swimming is my worst.
yeah. And he's also a kayaker. There's a big kayak club right here in Carleton Place. It's
Oh, really?
world renowned. There's been a lot of kayaking and canoeing um, athletes who went on to the Olympics who started their life here at
Oh,
the
okay.
canoe club in Carleton Place.
Nice.
So where we swim upriver, the buoy lines are there for the canoes and the kayaks. So we know how far we've gone. And usually we're on one side of the river and all the kayakers and 1 and 2K kayakers and the the rowers are in the water with us, but they're on
Okay.
them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. How
Yeah.
wide is the river?
Um, how wide is the river? It's about maybe 3 times as much as the small um, canal down to where you get out of the swim in Muskoka at Huntsville. So that that you come out of the lake. I can't remember what the name of it is. The Fairy Lake. Anyway, one of the lakes you do your swim, and then you come down
Canoe.
that I don't know what it is. It's a channel. Um, anyway, it's 3 times I think the width, maybe more. Um, it goes to a big dam, but there's a big bridge, and then there's another bridge. So we swim bridge to bridge, which is a
Okay.
3K, 3K. No, it's 4K there and back.
And you said it's 3 times as wide as the one in Huntsville.
Yeah, the small channel that goes up to past the where the triathlon starts, where the high school is, and I can't even remember
Right.
the name of the center. Yeah, it's fairly wide. The coolest thing about that river is you'll be swimming along and you'll look up and there'll be a loon in front of you,
Oh, really?
and they'll dive down, or you'll swim along and all of a sudden you see an osprey or a heron. Like it's such a wildlife active river.
Oh, really?
It's
And
really beautiful.
Is it a natural bottom or a concrete bottom?
Natural bottom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is a river. It's the
You,
Mississippi of the North.
you can tell I've never
Hello.
been to Ottawa. Goes again.
Well, we're in Carleton Place, so it's not Ottawa. The Mississippi River goes down and meets up with the Ottawa River at Goleta, a little tiny village near well, actually, Goleta is where my son lives.
Okay.
Um, yeah. And then eventually the Ottawa River goes through in front of the Parliament buildings. So, yeah,
Okay.
you need to come to Ottawa.
Yeah,
No, you were, but
again for a
now you
second.
are.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. I'm running off my phone now instead of a hotspot off my phone, instead
Yeah.
off the hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I got to make it out to Ottawa and check it out. So
yeah.
you're in Carleton Place. Is that below Ottawa or above it?
It's southwest, so more
Okay.
west than south. We're about 40 minutes from the Parliament buildings by
Oh,
car.
okay.
It's about a 50-kilometer bike ride on a
Oh,
trail
really?
right into
Okay.
Ottawa.
Oh,
It's kind of cool. Yeah, there's lots of options here. And then there's another trail that goes all the way to Smith Falls and then all the way to Renfrew and Pembroke and
oh,
beyond.
really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
there's lots of options, plus lots of road biking and that sort of thing.
Right.
Beautiful area. Beautiful area.
I'll have to come and check it out.
Yeah, and you're welcome to stay with us. We've got lots of room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great. I'm hoping that well, it says it's still recording, so I think we're good for today.
Yes.
Um, thank you for joining me,
You're welcome.
and I hope to see you in the future, in the near distant future again.
Oh, for sure. That would be really lovely, James.
Yes. All right, Anne Marie. Take
Take
care of
care.
yourself,
Yeah, you
and
too. Good luck.
have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you. You take care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.